Oh, I missed you so much. Did you miss me? We have so much to discuss. Leave your feelings in the car, hoes. Let go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you, guys, for being here. I can't believe we're back. I hope you guys are okay. Is everybody safe and warm? Is everybody okay? Are we all good? I know we're not great. I know we're not normal, but I hope you're improving. I hope you're better. I hope you're good. I missed the hell out of all of you. Today is Friday, February 19th, 2021. This is episode number 195 of the show. I haven't seen you guys since last Friday. And I just want to say I was thinking about you all individually and collectively. What we just went through was crazy, and we have a lot to discuss. Oh my God, so much to unpack, so much to get to. But I just wanted to start this show off by saying, and I mean this, if you need anything, just message me, barry@barryondeck.com. And I mean that. I don't know if I'd be able to help, but I might be able to find somebody to help you. I might be able to put you in touch with a person that could help you, or I might be able to help you myself. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't know where to go, if you don't know where to turn, message me, barry@barryondeck.com, and I'll do my best to help you as best I can. So where do we start? Holy shit, the last time we did a show was last Friday, which I guess in a way is good news because this is episode number 195, so it's like on a Friday, so we're now on that 196, episode 200 is going to be on a Friday. So it's kind of like those 4 days kind of fixed the math. But nonetheless, I would have rather have not fixed the math than had to go through what we all just went through. I'll tell you this, I'm a little out of practice, so this might be a weird kind of show. That's for sure. I'll do my best. So I don't even know where to start, really. It's been so long since I've done one of these shows. I'm like, where do I start? Oh yeah. We start with that. We start with the shat. We haven't had a shat in a week. I mean, I've shat, and you get it. Listen, hey, I want to say shout out to Josh, aka 713 Hooligan, the greatest deckhead on the history of deckheads for the next 2 hours. Why, you ask? Because he was the first one in the chat. So, dude, thank you for being first. Also, thank you for getting that triple crown, because you guys, he got the first super chat in with the $5 super chat. Limbaugh! You did it, homie. You absolutely did it. Eric Resendez tried to block. He did not make it in time, as you can see, but I do appreciate you with the $5 super chat as well, Eric Resendez. Thank you both for the $5 on $5 Friday. Also, thank you to Keith Sager for the $5 Friday and the Venmo. Also, thank you to Sylvia for the $5 Friday in the Venmo as well. So let's get to, we've done that. Let's get to the actual shat. Is it broken? The fuck is, see, out of practice. Let's get to, there it goes. There's the chat timer that we never really use. I see Titan Hugo. What's up? You didn't win. That sucks. John Dory's in the building. Chuck Dunaway. What's up, playa? Truck driver Pookie is here. Aaron J. Bryant. What's up, people? Happy Friday. D-Mod is in the building. Fuck YouTube. You can't say shit. Super chat. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Cece is here. I don't give a fuck what number I am as long as we have a show. Thank you, Cece. I sure did miss you. You're one of the funniest chatters in the chat. I'm just going to say it now. If I was making a top 5 funniest, hold on, pause the timer. I thought about this the other day. If I was making a top 5 funniest chatters, Cece's top 5 for sure. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. She goes down as top 5. The rest of you can get up your game because Cece is she legitimately makes me laugh with the shit that she says. It's that good. I won't finish the rest of the list because it doesn't matter. Back to the chat. Jeff Bell's in the building. Here, people, be nice to your plumber. We are working crazy hours trying to get people as quick as we can. Jeff, we just paused the chat. Jeff Bell is a plumber. He is a salt of the earth deckhead. He is a genuinely good dude. And Jeff, if anybody is mean to you, I want a list of names and we will publicly shame them on Barry on Deck because fuck those people. I feel bad for plumbers. I feel bad for like home workers, like the people that glass, like Josh, 713 hooligan that replaces glass for people. Dude, there's so much going on right now. Everybody's at their wits' end. Just be nice to people. When Jeff Bell shows up to fix your fucking pipes, be nice. He didn't do that. He's there to help. So there you go. What's up, Ray? My brother-in-law, Ray Lucio's in the building. Joe Pro, he made it. 3-hour show. What? I don't have enough planned for a 3-hour show, Joe Pro. LFG, what's up, Jeremy Vinegar? Hey, we got a super chat from Christopher Mina. We're going to get to that. Titan Hugo, I got Total Dallas is here. Jen, my sweet Jen. How are you, sweetie? I hope you're good. Brandon Martinez is in the building. Total Dallas. Who else? Robert. Uriel Villanueva. There it is. God damn it, I missed these two. There's little Uzi with the weather. Current conditions at BiffNet World Headquarters, 43 degrees. Dew point, 30 degrees. Sunny skies. 90% chance the rants today will be epic. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Let's just get this out of the way. I'm going to say some mean things about Ted Cruz. I'm going to say a lot of mean things about Rush Limbaugh. If that's going to hurt your feelings, go ahead and give me the thumbs down and get the fuck out now. Because I have a lot of things to say about them. We're going to talk about ERCOT, the leadership in this state, the hypocrites that are Ted Cruz and Dan Crenshaw and Dan Patrick. And then we're going to talk about the fucking idiots in my neighborhood. And we're going to, there's going to be a lot of ranting. If that is not the thing that you're here for today, well, then God damn it, this ain't your show. I'll see you Monday. But there will be ranting, okay? I see Fidel. What's up, Fidel Limon? Sydney, hello. Sid, hello. Wallace Wills. You know what? Fuck this. I'm just doing the chat how I want to do it. Fuck that timer. And if y'all don't like it, just hang out for a second. God damn it. Wallace Wilts is here. Mark G, what's up, dog? Alex Villanueva. Oliver is back. Yes. I love it. Speaking of Oliver, guys. So you guys really can't see those flowers over there. I got Nora some really nice flowers for Valentine's Day, which seems like so long ago now. And we couldn't keep them out in the house because Oliver tries to eat the flowers like an idiot. He's a moron. I'm like, bro, why are you eating the flowers? So she was like, well, can I just put them in your office? So I had like roses all over my office. It looks like I bought myself Valentine's, but she made all kinds of stuffs over here. So I got Nora, she got some shoes, which she wanted. And I got her roses and made her a nice dinner, a nice steak dinner. And then she got me a bunch of alcohol, which I have consumed most of, but we're going to be drinking this today on the show because it is Friday and we are drinking. So got little bottles and a nice little chocolate heart thing, which I've already drank the other stuff. So we're going to drink that. But then I got some male skincare stuff because, I got rough hands because I'm a man's man. I got chafy elbows and shit. But you guys, she also got me I don't know how I'm going to do this here. Bam! Oh my God. She got me Oliver socks. You guys, my wife got me fucking Oliver socks. Look at them. Look at those beauties. Oh my God. That is my cat on my socks. Greatest wife in the world. Oliver socks. Holy shit. Are you kidding me right now? Oliver socks. The greatest socks on the planet. Love them. They're fucking, oh my God. So great. I was so excited. I was like, damn, I wish I would have thought to get her Oliver socks. Too late now. What's up, Pete Jones? What's up, Robert Eckersendez? I see you, homie. Trucker Tacos in the building. My sweet Donna is here. Rudolph Rodriguez, sanitizer, wash hands, social distance. Keep the fuck back, especially if you don't do that shit. Chuck Dunaway, I got already. Walt, what's up, people? Sylvia, hey, sweetie. Who else? Sandoval and H-Town. Why am I out of breath? Oh, my God. Joe Pro, John Dory, I got Sylvia. Let's see. Who else? Oh, Shock. What's up, player? Hope you're good, homie. Total Dallas. White Magic's in the building. I hope you're feeling better, White Magic. I really do. I know you're having a shitty time of it this year, but I hope you're feeling better, homie. If you need anything, seriously, let me know. Honest to God. Jess, what's up, girly? I hope you're well also. I'm doing good. What up, Dr. Dre on 290? Christopher Mina's in the building. Brandon Hannon is here. Chris Reyes, what's up, 1%er? Not like gangster biker guy thing. It's whatever. Alan Denson's in the building. Lisa O is here. Oh my God, the gang's all here. Oh shit, Matt Golightly is here. Fuck me, you guys. This guy right here. This guy is one of the funniest dudes you're gonna meet. Matt is a gem. He is the sweetest person you'll meet in comedy and fucking hilarious. Wrote for Fluffy. He's a funny ass dude. Thanks for hanging out with us, Matt. I dig it. Christopher Mina, thank you for the super chat. He said, glad you're back, Barry. Peace and love. Peace and love to you, homie. Very much so. Okay. Y'all know, first thing we do, we drink. And we do it ASMR style on Fridays. Let's go. Let's get this. I got to get me some drink in me. I got to tell you this. No, Tony, you're not banned. I got to tell you guys, I drink a lot. I ate a lot. The diet is shit. I gained almost 5 pounds. It was a whole mess thing. But let's go. Oh my God. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, that's so good. Jim Beam Black, extra aged bourbon. Oh my God. This is so good. Oh. Who's hard? Perfection. It's like the perfect mix every time when you have these little bottles here. So we're rocking the Jim Beam Black Extra Aged. That's what we're drinking. Shout out to Nora for getting me little bottles of alcohol because she knows that's what I like. Okay, we have so much to get to, you guys. So much to discuss. Where do we start? Well, I do have a comment challenge for you today. We started this last week. By the way, I was so pissed. I was talking to AR Platinum about this. You want to know why I was pissed about not doing shows? Not only did I miss you guys, not only do I love every day, I did suck that straw like a man. Yeah. I sucked it like Republicans are sucking that Ted Cruz dick, PayPal Pete. We'll talk about it. I'll tell you what, man. I didn't realize how much I needed this show every day until I didn't have it for 4 days. I was like, fuck, man. I need to all the thumbs down. It's fucking hilarious, bro. Don't worry about it. I missed doing this show. And look, we were not you, Cece. I said leave your feelings in the car. I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out. Here's the other problem. AR Platinum was asking me about the show, and I said, look, we for the first time since like October, we were on a roll, man. We had 300 plus views a show for 7 shows in a row. We hadn't done that since October, early October. We had a week where we did 300 in a row. It had been that long since we had done these kinds of numbers. So, it sucked because of the momentum. we had a bunch of good shit going. All right. But I will say this. I do have a comment challenge for you. And this is just so you guys have something to post in the comments rather than just being like, oh, good show, I guess. Good show. Look, here's the comment challenge. What did you learn from this week? Somebody asked this question in our neighborhood Facebook group, and I thought it interesting and good question. What's your one takeaway from this week that you would do next time? Whether it's buying a generator or getting flashlights or LED lanterns, or make sure you run a tub full of water when stuff like this is on the way. What's the one thing that you would do differently to make and this is just for the Texas people. I know we've got people watching from all over the country. This is just for my Texas folks. What would you do differently to prepare yourself for this? Because hurricane season's right around the corner, and we might be going through this shit again. It's been that kind of year and a half. So just get ready. What are you going to do different? That's what I want to know. That's the comment challenge for today. I'll tell you what I would do differently. I'll tell you exactly what I would do. Now, Nora and I are lucky enough, after Ike, we bought a little portable generator. That portable generator was enough to run our fireplace, which I don't know why they put so we have a gas fireplace, and the only way to start it was with a little remote. Ray said I'd go to Cancun. Oh, fled Cruz. That was such a great hashtag and name, fled Cruz. God damn it, that's great. Buy more books. That's a good one. That's a really good one, Truck and Taco. Well, so we have a fireplace that's a gas fireplace. But the only way to turn it on, you had the option when they installed it. They were like, we could put a wall switch or a remote. I was like, oh, we're fancy. I want a remote to start my fireplace. I always saw that shit on TV. I was like, yeah, I want that. I want to get up and have to walk 3 to 6 steps to turn on what am I, a savage? No, I want to fire. It's fucking awesome. Till you lose power. And then when it's fucking 9 degrees outside, you can't start a goddamn fire because you need the power. And it's not like you can just, like at my old house, we had a fire. Here we go. People are already talking shit because my nose is itching. I hate that when it happens on this show. There's going to be like a booger one day that falls out of my nose. But at our old house, we just had a gas fireplace where you would just turn the gas on, light a match, and then the gas logs, and you could put regular logs, whatever you wanted, but usually it was just gas logs in there. It's no big deal. Open the flue, you're good to go. Well, this one's all encased. So the logs are in there. The igniter runs on electricity, and there's a fan that runs that basically that's how you get the heat from the fire is this fan pumps so when the fucking power goes out, you got no electricity to light the fucking thing. You got no fan to blow the heat out. So I was like, oh, I take the fucking fireplace apart and there's a battery pack in there. I was like, oh, who's fancy? It's got a battery backup. That didn't do a goddamn thing. I put the batteries in, fucking went to start it and nothing. They didn't hook it up. I didn't know how to hook it up. I was like, fuck this shit. So got the generator plugged in. I had 3 plugs on a 4-plug generator just to run my fireplace. That's it. And then we ran the refrigerator, and eventually I figured out how to get the Wi-Fi going, but we watched Netflix. That was it. That was my saving grace, is having that generator to run the fireplace and the refrigerator. It was all we needed, though. That was it. But there were some people that didn't have generators. We didn't have water. We didn't have, we filled a tub up, thank God. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'll admit there was a point when this was on its way where I was like, why are people panicking? It's just fucking cold weather. Well, little did I know that the state of Texas would fuck this up so badly that we would be in a fucking basically hurricane mode. So I was like, okay, well, maybe those people that bought up all their goddamn food had a point. The one thing I will say that I'm glad we did early, like the first night, was actually it was when we got a notice from our water company that was like, So we're not really ready for this, and we kind of fucked this all up, and we don't have a backup plan, so we really don't have water. I was like, how the fuck are you not ready? You're the water company. How are you not ready for this? Well, the generators and what the fuck, man? How is it that you're a state municipality? You're a municipality. You're a fucking what is it called? Utility provider. And you're not ready for any kind of disaster like this. And they were like, well, we have generators, but there's no one there to run. What? Let me explain something to you people. Let me explain something to you. If your water company or your light company, Centerpoint, was just like, well, we don't have the people available. I worked for 311 for several years. And I can tell you, when there was a disaster on the way, it was all hands on deck. Bring your cot, bring your sleeping bag, bring your toothbrush, and bring some clothes. Because once you're here, you're not leaving. And that's how they do it at hospitals. So for this raggedy ass Quadvest Water company to tell me, well, we don't have people on site to get the generators going. Fuck you. That's your poor planning. How do you not go, we might lose power. Let's get some people there to run the fucking generators and monitor them. That's your job. That's what you're supposed to do, because people can't go for a week with no fucking water. So that's the utility company. Shitty excuse. Well, we just don't have anybody there to fire up the generators. What? So Quadvest is my water company. Huge piece of shit water company. Huge. Awful. So luckily we filled up with the slow trickle we had. We were able to fill up a tub so that we could all use the restroom without having to go outside and melt snow and shit. The next thing though, which I don't understand, is this whole ERCOT situation. The thing is, when you're in charge, when you have all the votes, when you have all the power, you don't get to sit back and be like, I don't know what happened. You fucked it up. Everybody in power in this state fucked this up. And then what do? Is every cocksucker that fucked this up wants to blame wind. Well, it's just goddamn green energy that fucked it up. No, it didn't, you dumb fucks. It didn't. People were posting pictures of windmills at the North Pole in Antarctica spinning in minus 30 and 40 degree weather. It got down to goddamn 3. It wasn't minus 30. What it was is the deregulations and the people in power were like, we don't need to prep for that. It ain't going to get 9 degrees in Texas. Well, it's fucking weird. And you should have been ready for it. And I'm not going to say that it's all on the governor, but it is on everybody in power. It's on the people at ERCOT. Every one of those cocksuckers should be fired. The governor should be looked into why he didn't enforce this. Everybody on these committees, from fucking Sylvester Turner all the way up and down. How did you fail us so bad? How did you allow this? Because, and when I'm saying you, I'm talking to every politician in this state, whether it's a state representative, whether it's a fucking district representative, I don't give a fuck who it is. We, the ones of us at home with busted pipes freezing our ass off, didn't make these decisions. You did. So Greg Abbott is out there just trying. He's like, I think they should be held accountable. Well, Greg, it was on your watch when you didn't enforce the things necessary to prevent this from happening. And while we're at it, can we go ahead and talk about the hypocrisy and the idiocy of guys like Dan Patrick that love to make fun of California for their failed energy policies. Look, California's climate policies are good. This is what happens when Democrats are left in charge. Bad look. Bad fucking look. It gets better, though. Oh, it gets better. Because your boy right here, Ted Cruz, making fun of California. Oh, California is now unable to perform basic functions of civilization like having reliable electricity. Oh, really, Ted? You fucking cuck? Really? Hope you don't like air conditioning. Hey, Ted, how was Cancun, you cocksucker? We're going to get back to Ted in a second because we also need to talk about Dan Crenshaw's bitch ass. Alexa, show me what a politician talking out of his ass looks like. Because here's Dan Crenshaw making fun of the mayor of LA when they have to conserve power. Show me what happens when you let Democrats control energy policy. Here's the thing. This has nothing to do with a Democratic energy policy or a Republican energy policy. This has to do with a failure of leadership. I don't give a fuck if it was a Democratic governor running this state right now. This has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with the people running this shit. It's not about, you don't like Republicans. Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't like Republicans that cause our state to suffer like this. And if it was fucking Democrats that were in charge of this state that allowed this to happen, fuck them too. Stop making this where I had a guy tweet me, show me on the doll where Ted Cruz's vacation hurt you. Bro, how much Ted Cruz dick do you suck on a daily basis that you can't hold him accountable? That's the problem. A lot of you are so fucking loyal to these politicians, these pieces of shit on both sides of the aisle that don't give a fuck about you. All they care about is your vote. But yet you would go out here and defend a man who turned his back on you and me and this entire fucking state and walked away from a fucking travesty in the making because he wanted to go to Cancun with his kids. Well, fuck him. And fuck you for supporting him blindly. I'm all for being a Republican. Do it. Vote. But don't sit here and deny that Ted Cruz fucked up. Because Ted Cruz fucked up. And if you sit there and suck that Ted Cruz dick just because you want to be a party loyalist, I assure you, when Ted Cruz was on the beach in the fucking sun, warm, with all his money and his family drinking Mai Tais, he didn't give a fuck about you or your pipes. And if you defend him, you're fucking disgusting. And you're a loser. So fuck Ted Cruz. And I swear to you, if you vote for this man again, I'm not telling you don't vote for another Republican. I'm not telling you that. And do you see me ranting about John Cornyn? No, because he didn't pack up all his shit and go to Cancun. It's not about the party. It's about his individual cocksucking self leaving the state and then trying to, well, you know what? You want me to tell you why he's such a piece of shit? When Trump talks shit about his wife, hey, don't you do that. And then there he goes fucking month later. Oh, Trump. Sucking Trump's dick. Man, if you talk shit about Nora like Trump did Ted Cruz's wife, I will fight you until my fucking hands fall off. And I would never forgive you for that. But not Ted Cruz, that spineless piece of shit. So then what does he do? After he goes on a vacation in the middle of this crisis, he blames his fucking kids. What? Holy shit. You couldn't even be man enough to take this and fucking just eat it and be like, these L's. Remember when fucking, what's his name, Winston ate the W's? Ted, eat your L, bro. Eat that fucking L. But instead, this spineless son of a bitch blamed his kids. You are awful, Ted. Fucking awful. You will stop at nothing to save yourself and your job. You'll suck Trump's dick after he talks shit about your wife, and you will throw your fucking kids and their friends under the bus. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably going to vote Republican when Ted Cruz comes up for re-election. I promise you I'll vote, but I'm not voting for Ted. And my fucking motto, anyone but Ted. Holy shit, how much are you going to allow this man? How much are you going to allow him to fuck this state up? And just be out here being a complete waste of fucking space and a piece of shit. How do you do this? How do you allow this? I don't give a fuck if you put another Republican in the Senate. I don't care. Just don't put Ted Cruz in there. That's all I'm asking. He is fucking worthless, and he proved it. And if you deny it, you're a fucking idiot. Blacked out. What happened? What happened? Oh, that's a fucking great idea. Oh, you want fuck Ted Cruz shirts? Done, son. Done, Chuck. Fuck Ted Cruz shirts will be up on the site today. Book it. I'm telling you, it's a thing. It is done, Chuck. Fucking done. Brilliant idea. Fucking brilliant. Al said he tuned in just in time to hear you're a fucking idiot. Well, I just rage nutted. Oh no, it's not done yet. This is just starting. I didn't even mean to do the whole Ted Cruz. I didn't really have a plan for that rant. I just know that I was so goddamn mad. So mad at watching him spin that shit that just kind of happened. So I knew I was going to be angry about it on this show. I didn't know what I was going to say. I apologize about it. Being out of turn. I'm not sorry for what I said. Fuck Ted Cruz. But let me tell you about priorities, people. When we as a state, when we as a city, when we as a people go through some shit like this, you really got to sit back and evaluate how people react. You really got to sit back and observe people. There were people in my neighborhood Facebook group. And y'all know I hate this goddamn neighborhood. I hate living here. There is nothing worse than a bunch of well-to-do white people. Oh my God. So many of these people get on my fucking nerves. But I will say this too. A lot of them were amazing. Hey, we don't have a lot of water, but we got a bathtub full. Bring an ice chest or bring a trash bag in an ice chest, and you can have some of our water if you need to flush your toilets. Hey, we got a generator. If you want to come over and charge your phone and warm up, we got alcohol. You're more than welcome. I mean, it was amazing, but that's that Texas spirit. That's that Houston spirit that we have, right? People were like, hey, I've got a bunch of PVC pipe in my garage. I'm going to lay it all out. Come get what you need. No cost. Just pull up. You don't have to knock. I've left the garage open. You just walk in, grab what you need. That's the kind of people that were in this neighborhood this week. It was amazing. I was like, wow, I misjudged these people. Maybe I misjudged these well-to-do white people. And then Susan posted. And Susan said, has anyone seen where the trash people are? They haven't been by, and they were supposed to be here on Wednesday. And somebody was like, Susan, they sent out an email that for safety and for assurances to make sure none of their people get hurt, they're gonna pick it up on Saturday. This is unacceptable. What? This is their job. Okay? Their job is to pick up my trash. And this is unacceptable that they are not going to be here on Wednesday to pick up my trash. It's unacceptable. And one dude was like, Susan, it's 9 goddamn degrees outside. If your pets can't be outside, why the fuck do you think a human should be outside picking up trash in this fucking weather? She was like, oh, look, I don't get paid to do it. They do. How fucking dumb are you that you can't just put the trash in your freezing ass garage and wait until Saturday? Like, I don't understand why you think it is so important to make these people risk. This isn't the water company, okay? You don't need, you're not forced to shit on your carpet or shit in the shower and try to hope that, like, no. This is not an essential thing. Picking up the trash on a Wednesday instead of a fucking Saturday is not considered essential to anyone except your stupid ass, Susan. Some people, I just don't understand. I don't understand why you would have to be like this, Susan. No one gives a fuck about you or your trash. And then there's another one in the neighborhood. Surprise, her name's Karen. Swear to God. She was like, where's the mail? What? Yeah, where's the mail? What happened to rain, shine, sleet, or snow? Bitch, that went away with the milkman. What are you talking about? You want these fucking young men and women out here delivering mail, sliding around on these icy goddamn streets, risking life and limb so you can get your Victoria's Secret catalog that you can't even fit your big ass in anymore? Get the fuck out of here, Karen. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Go to Susan's house, take her trash out, and then both of y'all shut the fuck up until this is over with. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You got people out here with fucking frozen water in their apartments and their homes, and you're mad because they won't come by and pick up your trash. Sit down and shut the fuck up, Susan. Unbelievable, man. Eric, why did you need your mail? Why? What were you going to do with it? What did you need, Eric? Unless you were having fucking insulin delivered, which, stock up. You knew this shit was coming. But you can't tell me that 99% of the people need their fucking mail in the middle of the worst winter storm in a fucking century. Why? What did you possibly need? What could you possibly need? And if you say it was something life-threatening and life-saving, then you should have in for that ahead of time. There's just no reason. Let's make all these male men and women risk their goddamn lives so we can all get our fucking Sears catalog and bullshit. That's what I'm saying, Eric. It depends on what it was. And if it was something important, you know what? You should have gone and got it. Ray said, all this ranting, I need some gummies. You know what's great is fucking Francisco is keeping track of all the people I've said fuck that can fuck off. And it's like, that list is getting so long. Oh my God, it is getting so long. And it's not even over with. Because we need to talk about Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh died this week. I don't even remember what day. 2 days ago. We've had a conversation on this show where we talked about you don't have to always say good shit about dead people. Y'all remember that show? Donna knows. Remember George? Remember George, Donna? Remember we had you guys, some of you shared with me People in your life that treated you like shit your entire life. They were fucking assholes to you. And then when they die, people want to say nice shit about them. And you're like, no, fuck George. George was a piece of shit to me. I told y'all the story about my grandpa, Max Taylor. Fuck that dude. He's dead. Fuck him for slapping the shit out of me at 5 years old because I asked him to pass the macaroni. He can suck it. There you go. D-Mata. Fuck my grandfather. Exactly, people. If you lived a shitty life, you will be talked about at least by me in death just like you were a shitty person. So I say this knowing I live in a cancel culture where somebody's going to get upset about it. And I could give a fuck less. But I say with 100% conviction, Rush Limbaugh was a garbage-ass human being and fuck him. And he's dead. Oh well. Fuck him. He was a garbage-ass human being. Period. End of story. I don't want to hear your excuses. He was a radio pioneer. I don't give a fuck. Hitler built the Autobahn. Nobody's like, hey, but, I mean, you know, he was a transportation pioneer. No, and I'm not comparing Rush Limbaugh to Hitler. Settle the fuck down. I'm making a point that just because somebody dies, you don't try to paint this rosy-ass picture of this piece of shit, garbage-ass human being that all he did was say racist, homophobic, sexist shit to get his ratings up and rile up old white people to continue to divide this fucking country and put us in the position we are now. So if you want to say Rush Limbaugh was a pioneer of anything, he was a pioneer of hate. That's what he was a pioneer of. He was not a pioneer of radio. He took advantage of a loophole in the system that they got rid of in Congress that said you didn't have to have equal time. Rush Limbaugh wasn't a fucking pioneer. He was an asshole. He was an asshole that thrived on hate. He was a racist prick. He was a sexist prick. He was a homophobic prick. And I got the fucking receipts. You ready? Here you go. Receipt number 1. Rush Limbaugh's garbage ass said this. Have you ever noticed how all composite pictures of wanted criminals resemble Jesse Jackson? Fuck that dude. Racist prick. Here's number 2 receipt for you. Take that bone out of your nose and call me back. That was Rush Limbaugh to a black collar in the 70s. Fuck that dude. Here's receipt number 3. He called Sandra Fluke a slut and a prostitute because she advocated for mandating insurance cover contraception. Fuck that dude. Here's receipt number 4. You want it? When a gay person turns his back on you, it is anything but an insult. It's an invitation. Fuck that dude. Don't sit here and try to spin this shit now that he's kicked the fucking bucket and try to explain away all of the awful shit Rush Limbaugh said about black people, about Hispanics, about Asians, about women, about trans, about gays and lesbians. Don't even try to fucking spin it. It's too goddamn late. If he wanted to be a better human being, he could have done that shit when he was alive. And then I wouldn't have to sit here and talk shit about a dead man because he lived a shitty fucking life. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play that fucking game. And if you want to cancel me, I don't give a fuck. Cancel me. I'm still doing this goddamn show. I may not have sponsors. Nobody may show up, but fuck Rush Limbaugh. And this is literally what somebody's argument was to me. But I don't think they would just give him a presidential medal of freedom. What the fuck? It was Trump. Trump gave him the fucking presidential medal of freedom. The fucking guy that basically Rush Limbaugh molded and made into being the fucking racist piece of shit that he was. Of course he gave him the medal of freedom. Go look up what the medal of freedom is for, and then you tell me if Rush Limbaugh did any of that shit. That goddamn medal. That was a farce. That was I'm sorry you have lung cancer. Here's a medal. Fuck him. What he should have done, what he should have fucking done, is on his deathbed said, I never meant a word of it. I'm sorry. I did it for the ratings. I did it for the nookie. That's a Limp Bizkit lyric. That probably wouldn't have been appropriate. But he had a chance to make it right. He had at least had a chance to apologize to black people. and Hispanic people and women and everyone else that he fucking made fun of and talked shit about. And he didn't. So fuck him. And if you feel sorry for him, you're a fucking idiot. Because Rush didn't care about you either. I promise you. Let me read you some more. Because I didn't make a slide for all of them. But I'm going to read them all. They're on my Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter and you've been reading it, you saw these already. But I want to make sure that it's noted on this show and not just my Twitter account. So here's some other shit that Rush Limbaugh said. You ready? Because yeah, I did the fucking research. Before I made sure I talked shit about a dead man, I went out and got the goddamn receipts. Unlike a lot of you who just make up history. No, I'm not making up anything. He said feminism was established so as to allow unattractive women access to the mainstream of society. Fuck Rush Limbaugh. Women should not be allowed on juries where the accused is a stud. Fuck Rush Limbaugh. And this is Rush Limbaugh translating Chinese President Jintao in 2011. No bullshit. On his radio show, could you imagine me sitting down on YouTube and going, all right, guys, President of China just released a statement and it said, ching chow, ching chang chow chow, chow chow ching cho, chai bye bye ko kwao kwao kiko, chow gaga ching chi cha, ching zao bobo, chang chow, chang cho. And he kept fucking going. And then he said, nobody was translating, but that's the closest I could get. Fuck Rush Limbaugh. He also said if any race of people should not have guilt about slavery, it's Caucasians. The white race has probably had fewer slaves, and for a briefer period of time than any other in the history of this world. Fuck Rush Limbaugh. And lastly, the man said, call it the TBA, the Thug Basketball Association, and stop calling them teams. Call them gangs. Fuck Rush Limbaugh. And if you defend him, still fuck you too. That's fucked up, white magic. So tell your daughter I apologize that was not me. That was me reciting and saying Rush Limbaugh's awful racist shit. You guys, we have got to get to a point in this society where when people die, we stop trying to pretend that they were decent people. All right? When David Duke dies, you can't be like, yeah, but look what he did for the sheet industry. No! Fuck that dude. Fuck every awful person that was an awful person while they were here. And in death, fuck them. I'm just not going to play these stupid ass games that is so offensive. The man has died. Dance on his grave, why don't you? Well, I fucking might. I might, because he was a piece of shit, garbage ass human being who knew he was dying and had a chance to make it right. And he still chose not to. I'm feeling sorry for him. Fuck that dude. I need a fuck counter on this show. Oh my God. That's the kind of shit people want to excuse. Like legitimately, somebody argue with me just because you don't agree with him. No, let me find the fucking tweet. I'm going to find you the exact tweet that this fucking idiot, this moron, oh my God, Ray, I would never want to be a politician. Could you see me like, the gentleman from Texas will sit down? Fuck no, I'm not sitting down. Fuck that son of a bitch from Alabama, that nasty motherfucker. They'd be like, sir, you can't talk like that in the halls of Congress. Fuck him. White Magic, tell your daughter he was mocking Jerome with Asian eyes. It's supposed to be on the show right now. Oh my God, Jerome, you didn't respond. Oh shit. Don't have a link. Jerome, use the last one I sent you. See if it works. Fuck shit, Jerome. Use the last one. I never heard from you when the show started. You know I don't check my phone after that. Jerome, I'm emailing it right now. We're getting Jerome on this phone. Oh, boy. This is a travesty. I cannot believe. See, I emailed Jerome at 1:10. 1:20. Didn't hear from him. All right, let's see. Jerome, you got mail inbound. Is it Jerome? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not giving out your email, Jerome. I promise. I sent it to your cron window. Check it out. Okay. Oh, one other thing I wanted to bring up. And then we're going to go to a break and maybe Jerome will join us after the break. Or we can go through the break. I don't give a fuck. In all of this, look. Evan said during his age report, he played songs like Love in All the Wrong Places to mock the dying gay people. Fuck Rush Limbaugh. What a garbage ass human being. You know who's not a garbage ass human being? You know who I love to death because this man is a wonderful person? My dad. But also joining me, Jerome Solomon is in the building. Jerome, can you hear me, buddy? Jerome. He cannot hear me. No.
Oh, I can hear you.
Can you see me? Can you see me, Jerome?
Oh, I can see you. There's a slight delay.
Oh, there is? Okay.
No, it's delayed because I was listening to the live.
Oh, you were. Oh, hell. Jerome, turn on your radio.
You drinking.
No, but this has nothing to do with me. I'm not drunk, Jerome. I'm drunk. I'm drunk on anger. I'm losing my shit with all these horrible people.
I'm not even mad at you. But real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, I did use the link you sent me last week, but the link is a different link than before.
Oh, okay.
But it worked. So
okay.
Once I heard you say use it.
I change it periodically, but.
Okay, the one last week worked. I just know, like my Zoom link that I send to people, it's the same one so that they know what it is. But that's cool. We're good.
No, what'll happen is if so many people get it, I refresh
that,
Yeah. So
beyond that, don't act like don't act like it's on me. You text me at 1:20 saying you're gonna be good. I hit you back at 1:29 said, yes, boss. Yes, a master. I don't remember I used master or boss, but one of them I said, I was gonna be there, sir. I didn't use that accent because it don't come out on the text. The text don't say it like I meant it, but I was like, I sure is, sir. I was gonna be ready. When you say it's IDs to be ready, I was gonna be ready. Is we sick? That's what I said. That's because I was here for you.
Don't make me show everybody this fucking text that you sent me that says none of that. Why are you making me out to be the Rush Limbaugh of YouTube?
Really? That's what it said. That's what it.
Yes.
That's what it meant.
All you said was yes.
That's what it meant. You didn't. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I said. I said yes. You heard yes, a boss. Show. That's what you heard.
Oh my God! How are you holding up, man? How did this freeze treat you?
Man, trust me, I'm blessed. I can't even complain compared to most people. It's I'd never lost power. I was without water for a day or so. Not even a day. Being without water, the water was there, but I had a small pipe burst and I had to get it fixed. Mm-hmm. And so it didn't have. I wasn't without water. I had to turn the water off till I got that fixed. And it was outside, not indoors, flooding anything.
Oh, thank God.
Then another pipe burst yesterday. I fixed that one myself, but again, it was outside. It had nothing to do with anything. I was good.
Yeah,
I didn't have the internet. I didn't have internet for most of it one day, which it was horrible.
So this is what they mean by roughing it.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to for most of a day I had to run out to the pool, because I got a pool. I had to go out to the pool and bring in a little bucket of water to fill up the tank, to flush the toilet, keep the toilets flushing and flowing. You know, it was hard out here for a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make the money for the rent.
Are you on a, like, I saw people like, oh man, if you're on the hospital's grid or whatever, then you didn't lose anything. Are you near a hospital or anything like that? Or did you just get lucky?
I'm on the white people grid. Like no. Hey, I live in a neighborhood where they gonna pull me over every now and then because I'm black, but they gonna keep my lights on when the freeze comes.
Look,
little this, little that.
You can get pulled over, but when it freezes,
what you doing over here, black man? And they can't say that when it's time to turn the lights off. They're like, oh, he over here, he get the bonus points. I'm no, I know it's hard out there for people. That's why I can't even complain. I got living now. I have 2 brothers and 4 sisters, and all of them were without lights. My mother over in Acres home, no lights. They're out for 2 days, etc. My one of my sisters, my niece, had surgery on Sunday.
Damn.
And not just surgery. We're talking a kidney transplant.
Oh, fuck.
So she was in the hospital during this time in dealing with that, and then coming home
scary
in a situation where, with all this that's going on. I know it's scary. We lighten a load a little bit and joke about it, but it's no joke. I mean, there are people died in this time and have died because of this situation, and it's a ridiculous situation. It's 2021. Come on. I mean, we should have been able to figure these things out. And I've seen, I see where some of these crazy morons are out there. Well, people, or that one mayor from some little podunk ass town.
Oh my God, Colorado City, Texas. Oh, fuck that dude.
It's not a handout. We pay for this shit. This ain't nobody asking for no free lights.
Right.
You pay for this. You pay for a service, and you expect it to be provided, and especially in the most dire situation. When it's 75 degrees and comfortable, I'll be mad, but okay, kill the lights. Okay.
And the thing is even if it had gotten so bad that even your preparation wasn't enough, people will understand it. Look, we did everything we could, right? We had the fucking turbines all lubed up or whatever you're supposed to do. We put tarps over the coal. We heated the ponds.
We had 3 feet of snow. We can't prepare for 3 feet of snow. It wasn't that.
When they do it all over the fucking North America. That's my thing is like nobody in this state prepared because nobody took it serious that this could be an issue down the road. Even after a decade ago, we had something similar, though not as bad. But now everybody's like, well, that's why you don't go with wind energy. No, motherfucker, that's why you put antifreeze in the shit or whatever it is that you're supposed to do.
They're lying about the wind. It ain't about the wind. The wind was blowing. The wind was blowing like a motherfucker. So don't. That's not. Look, I lived in Boston, and
this was normal up there, right?
This wasn't even an event in Boston. My boss in Boston was joking, and this was before everything happened. But he hit me on Twitter, joking like, "Man, I hear it's gonna be cold in Houston. Somebody better check on Jerome Solomon because I was a cold ass bitch up in Boston. I was shivering all the time. I was complaining about the weather. I ain't even joking. But when I showed up in town, I got there in February. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Show up in February. I roll up there in my, red ass Mustang. I'm chilling. I'm in a Mustang, chilling in Boston. I just got the towel. I got my new job covering the Patriots. I'm the big dog up in town. I'm chilling. I'm where the white women at?
Full ass blazing saddles on them. Where are the white women at?
But I look around, I'm like,
which probably went over real well in Boston.
Ain't number white women, so they bothered them.
It is what it is.
But I was like, but all the white women was covered. I couldn't see who was fine. Everybody with a big ass coat. They're like, well, I don't even know what she looked like.
Size.
They weren't built like the white women out here.
Oh my god!
And then the biggest snowstorm and blizzard in Boston history. What they tell me showed up right then, and everybody like, "Oh, dog, sorry, man. Welcome to town. It don't usually snow like this. It ain't usually this cold. It ain't usually this ridiculous." And I was like, "I just got here. Why we got feet on feet of snow on top of snow? I can't drive. My Mustang sliding around, like he's on lube." And so literally within 2 weeks in town, I got rid of the Mustang and bought a Jeep. And you know how you go in the car dealership and no asshole salesman come out and try to mess with you. And you don't even want to be bothered. You got to know what you're looking for.
I'll come find you.
Hey, like, what are you looking for? I'm like, usually you're just looking. You ain't even. The joker came out to me and I was like, heated seats. That's what I'm looking for. Heated seats. Y'all got anything with some heated seats? He like, well, the Jeep over here has sold.
I'm not even fucking around. Heated seats sold.
I'm old. Can I start it from the house? I can start it from the house. It's got heated seats and 4-wheel drive.
I'm good.
Boom.
Bro,
he's like, well, let me tell you, show you the color. I don't care what color it can be. Dude, it could be yellow. I don't give a damn.
Shit.
So, I literally, but and how long were you up there? My whiny ass in Boston, and my boss up there in Boston. Everybody in Boston used to just joke because I was walking around shivering the whole time, and they're all like, "What are you talking about, dude? It's 48. It's comfy today. It's nice and warm." Like, y'all nice and crazy.
Shit. Oh man,
yeah, y'all lost your mind. But so he was joking with me this week before the storm hit, and I'm like everybody. We're like, yeah, whatever. It's gonna be fine. We don't. This was much worse than we thought it was gonna be, but worse than it should have been.
Well, and look, and I made fun of people I was like, why the fuck is everybody buying up the grocery store? It's just going to be cold, right? It's going to be cold. We're going to get some snow. There might be a little bit of ice. Who gives a fuck? What I didn't plan on when I was making those statements was that the entire leadership in this state would fail us and have not prepared our energy grid for something like this. That's what people didn't anticipate. People were ready for cold. What we didn't anticipate was not having lights, and then the water companies not having a backup plan. Bro, let me tell you, I was ranting about this earlier. Somebody had a video of our water company in one of the neighborhoods in their tanks. They had a metal pipe coming up out of the ground that connects to the tank. Wasn't wrapped. Didn't have foam on it. Nobody bothered to wrap a goddamn shirt around it. Nothing. And it was busted and water was going everywhere. And they were like, well, I know why our neighborhood doesn't have water. Like, how do you not just do basic shit to prepare for this?
And this is the point of the show that people love so much, where it turns from Jerome and Barry having a general conversation to Jerome saying, Barry, you a fucking moron. That's what people want to hear. That's what they're here for. That's what they're looking for. How you gonna dog people for preparing? Now, look, I know some people. I know one specific person who used to be a higher ranking editor at the Houston Chronicle. She had a virtual bomb, tomb. What's the thing with the basement that you go to for a bomb? She had a basic bomb shelter at the house,
right? Like a bunker,
she had a bomb shelter bunker at the house with canned goods and military meals. And she's a little nutty, like she's a little over the top. Yeah, and then you're right. The people who go out before an event like this and buy up, 50 gallons of water, and and have a whole case full of canned goods and everything in case there's an apocalypse, they're crazy.
Yeah.
However,
in hindsight.
However, no, this ain't hindsight. This just sight. This sight. If you sitting there, the storm was coming in late Sunday night or Monday, and you were Monday morning, you're like, I ain't got no water, man. We ain't got nothing to drink at the house. Really? I ain't like, really? I mean, like, you what they told this one was worse than the normal storm, where they go like, "Hey, it's gonna be here in 2 or 3 days." They was telling us about this. What happened?
Yeah.
And yeah, we didn't believe it. We're like, yeah, right. How you gonna tell me it's gonna be 10 degrees a week and a half from now? But it's the first day, and you already desperate. Then you wasn't prepared at all. I'm not saying you need to be locked down and have a house full of
one lady
stuff,
at the grocery store had an entire
I always
cart
have
with water.
You know,
I'm like,
cases
come on,
of I already have cases of water sitting in the garage anyway.
That was us.
Just in general.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's there. But if you in line at the grocery store on Monday, you didn't even try.
Chuck and Taco said,
that's on you.
Hey, thanks for the super chat, Chuck and Taco. He said, I'm here for the Ted Cruz rant. And then there's this, Jerome. How do you feel about this? PayPal Pete sent a super chat in. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He said, stop relying on state and federal government to support your families. I lost power and water, but I prepared and we did just fine. Just saying.
See, that's what I'm talking about. We not nobody saying relying on the state. I paid for this.
Yeah.
This ain't a handout. This ain't a government program. I paid for this. So if you pay for it, you expect to get it.
And then look, my water company raised our rates to support the infrastructure. They didn't even do nothing with it.
What are you talking about? He prepared for this. Did he run a long ass electric cord from Louisiana to here? So I got power right here, right? I'm plugged my whole house in because I prepared for this. I've been running the cord from Louisiana all the way here. So I still got electricity. Y'all want some electricity? I got one outlet. How you prepare for this? Really?
You don't prepare for your leadership to fail you. That nobody prepares for that. Nobody prepares for it. They had one job. Keep our shit on.
And it is their job. That's the thing. It's not about because you know how we prepare for this? Some fools to make these decisions, to make these calls, to get shit done for us. We pay their ass. It's that old joke in the hood of, you know, you stand there and a police officer harassing you, you're like, I'm paying this fool to harass me.
Yeah.
I'm paying him about to whip my ass right now.
I'm paying for this ass whooping. Yeah.
Like
I'm paying for it. Yep.
And that makes it doubly worse. It'd be different if it's an outside agent doing something or somebody causing something that we have no control over. And learning that we actually have control over this situation, that what happened is something that's preventable and could have been taken care of, and they've been warned about it before because it's happened before. Yep. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Total Dallas said, "Is Rush Limbaugh? Did you hear my Rush Limbaugh rant?"
I've seen much of your. I wasn't watching the whole show, but I've seen what you said on Twitter, and I got the last few minutes of it. So I get you, and I don't blame you.
I'm definitely team fuck Rush Limbaugh. Total Dallas sent a $5 super chat. Thank you. He said, "Is Rush Limbaugh like Craig Biggio? People equate longevity with greatness." Because I had people telling me he was a pioneer. He did this. He did that. No, none of that.
No. Well, one on the Biggio thing. Okay, let's flip it over and let's work on that particular point. Rush Limbaugh's greatness or status isn't about longevity, for one. Craig Biggio ain't that great. Let me start there. Sorry. Hate to bust that bubble. But
people always don't know why he's not my favorite Astro.
He's a really good player.
I'm like,
he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a great player. He's the second baseman in the history of the team. Altuve, please. But
I thought you were gonna say Joe Morgan.
Rush Limbaugh didn't all of a sudden become good. I mean, like, for the team. Joe Morgan wasn't here long enough.
Yes,
but talent wise, we bump Biggio down another notch. Yeah. And you know, and I would bump him down another notch if I was that kind of person. For the time when he handed the police officer $100 bill and his license, going, you know, I wasn't drinking, was I?
Did that?
And
wow. That sounds like the kind of guy that would stretch a single into a double in his 3,000th hit.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. It was Kevin Nitty's fault. it was Caminini's fault. Caminini was too drunk to drive, and Biggio was less drunk, so he drove.
Really?
And then he ran up on the curb and did some stuff, and the police pulled him over. And
but you're Craig Biggio and King Caminiti just called a cab, bro. Why? That's his fault. You gotta be like, nah, man, I'm faded. I'm gonna get a cab.
Back in the day, we drove, man. We was drunk, we drove. That's
but
what
that
we
was
did.
y'all's fault. You could have called a cab. I know there wasn't Uber. Get a limo.
The game ended back in the day, and Astros playing in the dome. Game ends. They start drinking before they even take a shower.
Of course.
So they started drinking.
Baseball.
Then they take a shower. Then they do the interviews with media, and they still drinking. They just drinking beer. Right? It's beer. Whoop de do. Then they go out to chase some hoes. I'm sorry. Then they go out
to dinner
to a spot, and then they go to another spot. Then they get to a spot, and they're like, drink some more. And then they're like, you too drunk to drive. Well, I've been with you drinking the whole time. I'm good.
Wow.
So Biggio drove home. I think they hit a curb or swerved or did whatever. Police pull him over, and Biggio's like, "Come on, dog.
$100.
Okay,
I would be insulted as a cop.
Back in the day, $100 is a lot of money. I guess
I would be insulted.
Well, apparently this guy was this asshole of a cop. We're gonna let our heroes go free. Cause a good guy would let our baseball heroes go free. Instead, he gonna arrest Biggio for drunk driving. Caminiti get to go home because he wasn't driving. He just drunk.
That's smart. You would do that to me. You'd be like, "Hey, Barry, I can't drive. Would you drive?" I'd be like, "Okay."
That's the smart thing to do.
That wasn't smart. I'm like, I don't remember that, but now that we're talking about it,
you kill me, and I can bitch about you.
I vaguely
because how you gonna show up at the gates of heaven going, it was me, but we show up at the gates of heaven as me and you are like, he the one, the dude right here, the one there, the short haired dude with the talking all that shit about Rush Limbaugh. He crashed us.
I'd be like, is Rush here?
I ain't even supposed to be here.
Did Rush get up here? How did he make it up? Oh shit! There goes Rush.
No, and you be over there still drunk, waiting at the gate, at the pearly gate.
Oh, like, sorry.
Sure, I want to talk to Rush. And they be like, Rush ain't here.
We have a club you could go into called Purgatory. What? Y'all got a club?
Oh, you want to take the down elevator?
Let's go.
Get on the elevator, push D. Go down.
Oh, my God.
No. I don't even know where we were with this.
Look,
but the point of is back to it. No, Rush Limbaugh didn't get great over the course of time. Rush Limbaugh was bad and average and a failed disc jockey in his time, in his early time, and he was a genius in that he figured out, just as The Rock, just as The Undertaker, just as the
Trump?
With Kamala, the Ugandan giant out. Mm-hmm. He had a gimmick. His gimmick was, let me start talking crazy about the left and politics and work it that way. And next thing you know, it exploded for him, and he became a very wealthy man by pitching his bullshit ass story. But unlike The Rock and The Undertaker, who their stories ain't hurt nobody. Mm-mm. It is pure entertainment. This fool's whole gimmick and story hurts people. Has cost people's lives. Has disrespected people's lives and what they're all about. Now, yeah. So fuck him. Period.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not like you. I ain't, dancing on his grave. Cause
bro,
he ain't in the ground. He ain't in the ground yet. But
if I still had tap shoes, I would have put them hoes on.
Yeah, but he ain't even in the ground yet.
I don't give a fuck. Jerome, that doesn't change the kind of person he was, and I'm not going to pretend like that.
I'm not saying
what's the difference?
I'm not saying you're doing anything
Rush?
wrong.
What's the difference in
I'm
saying
not saying
fuck
you doing
Rush
that.
on the autopsy table versus fuck Rush in the ground? It's still the same message. I don't give a fuck where he is in his journey.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not debating it at all. I'm not saying you wrong. I feel you. I'm just one of those where it don't make me feel no better to say it about somebody when they're
don't
dead
make me feel better. It's just the
versus
truth.
when they're alive.
It's just the truth.
But you heard me. I ain't gonna run from the truth either.
Yeah.
Like, you know. But I also do. And this is not about you. I'm not trying to put you in a spot because you've heard what I said about him already. But so the truth, I have no problem with that, etc. But as a writer, because I write obituaries about people who died, and I've talked to those people's families, and man, it's the most important thing I ever write is when somebody's died, and I'm gonna write their story. And every word matters to me in everything that I write because I always want to be accurate. Oh, so in other words, no, not in other words, use the words I used because there's a reason I use each one. But when it comes to writing somebody's obituary, I'm extremely careful because their family had nothing to do with it. Their people had nothing to do with it. And so just recently, in fact, within the last couple of months, I got a direct message on Twitter, and I wish I wasn't even planning to go here, so I don't even know. I can't even tell you the guy's name. That might even define it even better. But he's a baseball player. He's from up north of Houston, like Willis. Made it into the major leagues. Played for the Cubs.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Just a fascinating pitcher and with ability and got to the league and it wasn't there long, etc. But and he was like his story is fascinating. I mean I'll have to look up in a second and find. But his story, like the guy who he was, he did some bare knuckles brawling back, right before MMA got big, and he was just a badass, just a badass. And then he died. He drowned trying to save a kid from drowning in like Lake Livingston or something, right? And so I wrote his story after he died, and like literally within the last couple of months, his daughter direct messaged me on Twitter around the anniversary of his death or either his birthday, one or two. I'm not sure which one, but she's like, he died when I was young. I didn't know him that well, etc. Didn't know him as much about him, but I was on, Googling, reading stories about him, trying to find out who he was, and I read your obituary and brought me to tears. It moved me. It was so deep about my dad. Wow. And made me have a much more of appreciation for who he was, and
that's dope.
And I just wanted to thank you, right? And again, it wasn't about how great of a person he was or bad. It was his story. It was who he was. Yeah. And if I'd done a poor job on that story, if I didn't do that life justice in a way, that child who didn't get to know her dad would base a lot of her opinion about him from that historical picture that I wrote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that stuff matters to me in that sense. And
that's deep, man.
If you're 6 years old right now, and Rush Limbaugh is your granddad.
I get it. I know, but I'm like you. I'm like
20 years from now, and you pull up.
But I wrote a story.
Barry on deck. You go, this motherfucker.
Well, no, I agree.
I'm not saying you're wrong with it at all.
No,
I'm careful on that.
It's funny because I kind of did the same thing. I kind of wrote about this is chapter 1, where he said, "Have you ever noticed how all composite pictures of wanted criminals resemble Jesse Jackson?" That was chapter 1, and then I wrote chapter 2, where he told a black caller to take the bone out of their nose and call him back. So yeah, I did that too. Yeah. I wrote those stories. Man, I get what you're saying, But that kind of thing is just like, to me, that's two separate things.
Oh yeah, no.
But I do understand what you're saying.
My thing, it is the same thing, because that child to granddad, or 25 years later from now, the great granddad who didn't even live in the time that he was alive, they need to know he was a sorry motherfucker. You know what I mean? But with some context, with some reality, with a true representation of who he is, not just I don't like him, like, and that's, and I know you're saying that, and some people would know. People that I'm sure people even on Twitter or wherever you posted it on social media, like, oh, you're just saying that because he was on the right. No. I'm saying that because he was wrong.
I'm saying because
it ain't
he was
got
wrong,
nothing to do, because he's a bad
somebody
person.
said, well, they said that I was a bad person because to say these things about him, to call him a piece of shit and fuck Rush, just because I disagreed with him politically. I said, no, I didn't disagree with him politically. I disagreed with him morally. Big difference. Like, I didn't agree with him being a racist, misogynistic, homophobic person. That's not politics. That's people.
Right.
Big difference. And I wouldn't talk shit about somebody because I disagree with their politics. That would be petty and silly. I'm not going to do that.
No, you talk about their politics. You talk about how wrong they are. Like, you and I can debate about how wrong or right we are on a specific topic. That's not about me and you.
I hate you.
That's about your dumbass opinions. And my super intelligent, correct ones all the time. I mean, it's a simple breakdown. That's not personal. All due respect.
See, that's with all due respect. Fuck you.
All due respect. But all due respect covers everything. Don't it cover?
Right. With all due respect.
But you don't.
Mama.
But
like,
you
wouldn't
say, in reference to Rush Limbaugh, all due respect. You don't do the all due respect.
I do if I'm being facetious.
You have no respect for.
I mean, for comedic purposes, I might be like, with all due respect, fuck that dude, because there's no due respect in saying fuck a dead man. You know what I'm saying? So if I did it, it was for comedic effect. Yes, but that's the other thing. People are looking at the rants like, oh my God, he's a lunatic. I'm like, no, some of it's meant to be entertaining. Some of it is serious, but some of it is meant to be entertaining.
If you're not entertaining, why are you saying you're not? Yeah, you're not looking for people to be listening anyway. Yeah, no, and it's along the lines, and I'm going to do something this week, probably on Houston Sports Show or Texas Sports Nation on Sunday night on KPRC Channel 2 at 11 o'clock. Like the Ted Cruz thing. Listen, it ain't that serious, right? But it's fucked up, and it's a matter of if I was hitting you right now and the background was a beach and you're like, Jerome, well, yeah, I'm chilling Cancun, dog. You're like, what the fuck you doing in Cancun? Cause it's cold in Houston. You'd be like, oh, you gonna leave us hanging, huh? And you would joke and have a good time fucking with me about leaving y'all hanging. I'm like, yeah, man, that's on y'all. Yeah. You ain't got it like me. But I ain't the fucking state senator.
That's an elected official.
It's a whole different position.
Could you imagine Mary Turner being like, well,
I would be in Cancun, like, I can't help
y'all.
Man.
Yeah, if you're an elected official, this is your time. This is why you're here. You're here to, one, prevent these things. Governor.
What the fuck was that?
What, that meowing?
Some shit popped on the screen. What you got? You got gimmicks.
Fancy,
you got
I'm fancy up in this hole. It's Fancy Friday, Jerome.
You got shit rolling up on the screen. I'm like, I'm talking to one big ass head, Barry. Now I got another big ass head. Come on,
that's the notification that there's a super chat. That's my cat.
No,
he meows.
Fuck yeah.
And because I got a super chat, $5. Fuck yeah, I got a super chat. It's exciting times.
Be mad at that. That showed up before the super chat. This is about all I was able to see was it said fuck yeah. So I thought maybe you had a thing that whenever you said fuck yeah, it rolled up on the screen. I'm not even joking.
No, it's just an alert, because if you're not watching the chat, you don't know that a super chat came through. So it just kind of let people know that it's there. Plus, it's to let me know, because I don't always look at the chat and I might miss it, and then I might not be able to put
it's like when you're in a strip club. It's like when you're in a strip club and the Super Bowl come in. that they go woo woo woo, and
Yes.
they let you know the Super Bowl in the house. Okay.
Right, Super. Well, you just called Joe Pro a Super Ho, but I left. Joe Pro said I left the job early, and Jerome called Barry out on timeliness. What is going on here? The man left early, and you're calling him out. God damn it, Jerome! Why you messing with the viewers? They're all I got.
Hey man, time is relative, and my relatives ain't ever on time. That's.
Oh my God. All right, we got to talk some sports before I let you go. And I know I've kept you, I'm only supposed to get 15 minutes of your time.
Today I'm good because it's
good?
snowing and cold and frozen. I'm not taping today. Anything,
okay.
So.
I mean,
I got way more important shit to do. Don't act like
fucking with me, but what do you make of the Carson Wentz trade? Does this affect every other domino, Sam Darnold, Deshaun Watson, or is this in a silo because the Eagles ate a lot of money? Look, there it goes. You see it?
Yeah, see? Fuck yeah.
See, it's a super chat. It says super chat. So that's AR Platinum sending a $2 super chat.
What's this ass?
That's just the love. No, that's just I'm showing love. I'm drawing a heart. I love y'all for sending in super chat. So love you.
That's
I
hard.
got to explain all this to you.
No, can you work on the graphic so we put some lines on it so it look like a heart? Because right here you doing this like.
Damn, that's a good idea. Did I look like I drew a butt? You come on, Jerome. I'm white. We don't draw bust that big. We don't draw bust that big. Just
I like big butts and I don't know why.
Hey, everybody,
kid did die. That look like ass to me.
28 for Jerome.
Because everything look like ass to me. So,
honey, can you pick up some hamburger buns? You're like, yes. Oh, you're at the store. I need to get some hamburger ass.
Juicy ass too.
So what do you? I'm trying to be professional, Jerome. Oh my God, it's so hot in here.
Girl, you look good. Why don't you back that Whataburger up? That was terrible. I just made that up on the fly, so I can do better if I put some thought to it.
I hope so. So what do you make of the trade?
You don't think double meat?
Oh my God,
you scared? Oh fuck yeah! Super chat it. We super chat. We super chat.
Oh my God! He said, "Fuck cow and fuck Easter meat." Okay, and there comes another one. Now they're all firing it off.
Bish.
Yeah, Easter Bish. What do you make of the Wentz trade? Is it going to affect anything?
No, I think all of these are. I was going to say all of these are separate entities. They're not, they're all different because what a team would pay for one guy, they wouldn't pay for another guy, and it's much more like the draft than people want to think about. Free agency is like that, and certainly trades, because trades, the NFL is still learning how to trade. I mean, it's not a trade league. There haven't been a whole lot of trades. You look at the top, and I'm making this up off the top of my head, but I guarantee you I'm pretty right. You look at the top 100 players of all time, not the little tiny number of top 200 players. So it's almost all the great players you've ever known. I bet you of the top 200 players, not even 20 of them have ever been traded.
It's
the
true.
NFL doesn't work that way.
The trade deadline of the NFL was
a lot of great players have left to go somewhere else, but they weren't traded.
Yep.
They left because the NFL was not about trades.
Yep.
Now, in the last 5 years or so, the NFL has started. Okay, we'll trade your ass, but they didn't work on trades before. Because the owners had total power and control over players, and they weren't about to trade them. So we're still in the age of figuring out what a trade means, what it matters. But it's much more like the draft, whereas you could be a guy who is, most of the teams in the league think you're a third rounder.
Mm-hmm.
One team thinks you're a first rounder. You know what round you're going to go in? The first
round.
Because that team's going to pick you. Bill Belichick told me one time, it was a specific draft, but we talked about drafting in general. He told me one time, dude, this year ain't but about 10 first-round picks.
Wow.
Everybody after these 10 players, and it was his evaluation of 10.
Yeah.
So everybody after that, this guy's only a second or third round value.
Value.
But he's got it. But you got to have 32 of them because they're 32 first round picks.
But that's why you would see the Patriots move out of the first round. Is because they were like,
right,
well, we're not about to. We'll pick up a third or fourth just to get out of here and not overpay draft cap.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, we can only draft the guy who we think's a third rounder anyway. So we might as well wait till the third round to draft a third rounder.
Yeah.
We won't get our favorite third rounder, but he's not a first round guy. And the rules are different too. You draft in the first round, you get a 5 or 6 year contract. All of that changes as well. And they're like, but we and the fans and media are much worse on this than teams are. Fans and media, we're really stupid about it. Like, man, this dude here was a first round pick. He's supposed to do this, this, and this. Well, somebody else made him a first round pick. Yeah. He didn't make himself a first round pick. They picked him. So he's a huge bust. No, some of them were not busts. Some are exactly what they were. It's just the dude that drafted him didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Well, and that's, to that point, when you talk about Wentz moving from the Eagles, he was the last quarterback drafted in 2018 that was on the original team that drafted him. No quarterback from that first round and everybody's like, oh, well, look, sometimes there's just not good quarterbacks in the draft, but you gotta take that chance. Look, he got to a Super Bowl.
But that's the thing. You don't got to take that chance. Yeah. That's the problem with team building. And I know it's hard. Trust me, because if I was running a team, I'd be like, I would think even more worse than most of the general managers and organizations do. I would draft a quarterback high all the time.
Yeah,
because it will be worth it when you get the right one.
When you do. It's like sales, right? You get through all the no's to get to the yes. You get through all, like Cleveland, you figured eventually they were going to get through all these bums and get to a guy that could stick around and maybe lead them to the promised land.
Or you just play Brock Osweiler and Brian Hoyer every year. No, I'm going to keep going until I get the dude. Like if you were the Texans in, when the Deshaun Watson draft, a lot of teams, it would have been like, well, what's the dude that went? The Bears got Trubisky, and the Chiefs traded up and got Mahomes. Well, the two best guys are gone. I don't want to take a chance on this dude.
Yeah,
and that's my and so a bunch of teams wouldn't have drafted him because they're like they don't want because he's going to be a bust most likely.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, well, he'd be a bust. Then the next guy, I'd take the next guy. I'll take a bunch of busts trying to get to the right guy.
Yeah.
And
that doesn't always work.
And I probably got that. I said that wrong. I would do that as an owner.
Yeah.
As a general manager, you get your ass fired. You ain't gonna have a whole lot of jobs.
No,
if you depending on how many guys you go, unless you're in the right situation.
Yeah, you missed that much. Yeah, hey, real quick, Hugh, thank you for the super chat. Go ahead.
That like the Chiefs. The Eagles. Their guy, their GM, he's had 4 different coaches, and people don't really think of it because in some ways you just got to be a sports nut or pay too much attention to it. But if you go down, if you line up the list of coaches and general managers for teams, you'd be shocked when you see the general managers got a much more longevity and livelihood. There are far fewer general managers than there are coaches.
Yeah.
Because the general manager works directly for the owner, with the owner, and he's like, let's hire this guy. Or he comes in and goes, the guy you got, he ain't no good. Let's hire this guy. Then they hire that guy, he's like, hey, he ain't no good. And
let's get another one.
Let's get another one. Oh, he ain't no good. Let's get another one. And the owner takes a long time before the owner goes, well, wait a minute. You told me last week he was good.
Wait a damn minute. You picked him.
It was your choice. Yeah. So now GMs wield a lot of power. But yeah, as an owner, I'd be telling my general manager,
get a quarterback.
We don't have a quarterback. Get one by any means necessary.
Yeah.
So I don't. Well, so the short version, the Wentz, that doesn't change anything because if you needed a quarterback yesterday and you're not the Colts, you still need a quarterback. It don't matter.
And people want to say that it's going to affect the market, but I think a lot of those trades get they're almost a silo. Like the market for Wentz and the fact that the Eagles were going to eat all of that dead money is going to be a different scenario than the Jets maybe trading for a Deshaun Watson and moving a Sam Darnold. And it's all different. Yeah.
They all have different financial situations. They all have different cap situations. They all have different draft capital. They all, everything is different. I mean, like, and I get it. People tend to look around and try to make decisions or analyze what other people do based on their life. So they go, man, I can't believe he dating her. Well, you ain't him.
You ain't him. You don't know what his needs are. You don't know what he likes.
Yeah. Damn. That dude bought that car. I wouldn't buy that crap.
I wouldn't buy a yellow Jeep.
You. That ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I buy no yellow Jeep. That's for chicks. It's like, but it's got seat warmers.
Right. I'm gonna criticize a car somebody else buy. It ain't just because I wouldn't buy it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so no, I would live in a big old sprawling mansion like Barry does, knowing that I'm just a joke teller. But that ain't me. That's Barry. I wouldn't be out with tiny little scissors. You know them little mustache clippers. Barry be out there clipping the hedges with mustache clippers because the hedges are important to him. His grass is important, and he don't just cut it and let the grass fall to the ground. He carried a little bag.
What happened?
Keep his little clippings.
Sure.
He cut his little hedges and put it in a little bag and save it because people got great grandmama and granddaddy in ashes on the mantle. Like that's mama right up there. Barry got a little hip clippings. He like that was his number 3 back in June of 2019.
I'm burning them and then putting their ashes in a big old garbage can. That's an urn. That's a bush urn. You know what sucks is you talk all that shit, and I legit made a Lawn Talk segment opener just for Lawn Talk this week. I was like, I ain't got no time. I hate you.
It's important to you.
It is.
I'm not the kind of person to make fun of that because I'm better than that.
I bet your yard looks awful. You got dead spots.
Right. My yard used to be pristine and perfect. Right now, it's the worst yard in the whole fucking neighborhood. The last 2 years, I wasn't able to do nothing, and then I didn't have my sprinkler system. They gonna kick my black ass out of the neighborhood. They've been sending threatening letters and shit.
There's some white people that drive by and just go.
Trust me, within the next week, I'm gonna get a letter. We kept your water on in the freeze, Negro. What you gonna do about that lack of grass?
They put your name in quotes, Dear Jerome. You're like, what the fuck does that mean?
No, they call me J-Mo. They won't let. They gonna put some emphasis on it. Look at J-Rome.
J-Rome, mow your shit. Shout out to Wallace
he got
Wills.
nothing to mow,
he said a $5 super chat. He said $5 Friday because Jerome is in the house. Which I got to say thank you to Katie as well for the $5 Friday and Donna Rogers. You know Donna. Donna's an old school Rush.
Girl, what's up, D? How are you, young lady?
Donna's the queen. What is not the queen. Queen B is the queen. What's up, Bub? The original. Queen? Yes, she's like the OG queen. All right, real quick. I had one more question for you, and then I'm going to let you bounce. This was something that I saw like a tweet for, and I was going to bring it up, then I was like, I don't know. Would you, and I know you hate these scenarios, but there was a rumor, I guess one of the reporters for the Panthers said, look, the Panthers are dead set on getting Deshaun Watson. They're willing to trade 3 firsts and Christian McCaffrey. Is that, to me, that's almost overpaying, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do. If you're the Texans, do you pull the trigger on that deal?
Well, I don't think it's overpaying. I don't think there's such a thing as overpaying for Deshaun.
I mean, Christian McCaffrey
without a quarterback in the mix.
It's different if you said 3 firsts and Sam Darnold, right? Like, I mean, you're still getting 3 firsts, the ability to go out and find that replacement. But Christian McCaffrey is one of the best
quarterback
offensive players in this league. True. Okay, well, maybe it's not overpaying.
Look here, white man. I know you feel some kind of way about Christian.
Listen, whenever a fast white guy comes along, the value. Oh, are you kidding me? Value for a fast white guy? It's like Canadian. It's like Canadian miles an hour, bro. It's just like
you got graphics coming on the screen. Do you have your music where you go, when a hero comes along and he's white and he is strong? I don't know the lyrics.
Did you just make that up? That was so good. Oh my god.
Something like that. That's not the song. My bad. I hate when I mess up the song.
No, that's not the song. Oh my god. Oh, I would be singing that all weekend. Every time I see him, I'll be like, what the why am I singing
But
that?
you still need a quarterback. That's the important part. Honestly, I haven't analyzed that.
No.
Three first rounders and a quality player is a good place to work with, but it makes a difference because you give me 3 first rounder and a quality quarterback, that's better than 3 first rounder and McCaffrey. Yeah. And like I said, what did the Panthers even pick? Their first round pick is
question.
I'm not sure.
Top but you know, well,
and that first pick is important.
Well, and that's
if
what
it was
this
McCaffrey
year's pick is
and
important.
3 first rounder, and one of them was the first or second pick of the draft.
Big difference.
But if you give me the 12th pick and McCaffrey, and
that's the other thing.
I find me a McCaffrey.
I think,
and by the time McCaffrey is so important for you, he gonna be gone anyway.
Well, true, and I think the other thing you have to consider when you look at picks and stuff like that is you almost know if you send to a team that might be close or to a team those first rounders the next couple of years you don't really control, and they may not be if they make the playoffs. I mean, hell, if Deshaun Watson can do what he did with this team, maybe he is even better. So you're talking about lower picks. So you can't control that. Right. That's why that first pick in this year's draft is way more important than the others because you know what it's going to be, right? That's why the Jets pick
one you
with
know
Sam
exactly
Darnold, that package might be worth more than the Panthers.
And the future ones, you don't know on top of when the pick is going to be, but you also don't know what the draft's going to be like. And you probably don't even know what you're looking for.
True.
I mean, there are too many. This the best way to put it in terms of why all of those scenarios leave you wanting more is that in every one of those scenarios of every trade that's ever been mentioned here in the last month about trading Deshaun Watson, nowhere in any of them are you assured of getting a quarterback as good as Deshaun Watson.
Period.
So and with all of those trades, what's the first thing you're gonna be needing to do after you make the trade?
Get a quarterback.
Yeah. So that's not even progress in many ways.
Well, the
it's
Panthers
just not.
They have the 8th pick in this year's draft because some dude had them trading that to Miami. But it's the 8th pick, so which is good. But you're not going to get.
Experts say the 8th pick in next year's draft is way more valuable than 8th pick in this year's draft.
Yeah,
because next year is a better draft. Yeah. And especially a quarterback draft. But if I already have a quarterback, I don't need it. It's and a lot of this, we'll talk about it. I'll weigh in on it too and act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But a lot of this is far more intricate and developed than the regular people of us can analyze. Like I said, I mean, the 8th pick in a draft 2 years from now could be way more valuable than the 8th pick this year in terms of you already know based on your projection and looking at all the players what's going to be there.
Right.
I'm much more give it to me now.
Right. Well,
I want
money
some
now versus money later.
Telling me, we're going to do this in a couple of weeks. Like, what? I ain't going to be no more ready than I am right now.
Couple of weeks.
Right now. I'm
in the mood now.
I'm going to do something between now and 2 weeks. I ain't like I'm going to sit around and wait.
I need it now, baby girl.
You hook me up now, I'm going to be forever appreciative. 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, you know what I'm going to be? I'm going to be appreciative, and I'm going to be thinking, should have gave it to me 2 weeks ago.
Could have done this in 2 weeks. Hey, can I ask you one more question? Are you good still? Because I have
straight.
one more. Okay. Because I had a video, and I'm sure you saw it, and I was going to play it for the people, but I don't want to play it and keep you just sitting here, but did you see Draymond Green's comments about the Andre Drummond situation and what was going on in Detroit or Cleveland and what's happening, and comparing it to James Harden and saying, look, man, this league is messed up because when James Harden says he doesn't want to play, then, he mails it in and it didn't go well, but he got his trade. And then and he got raked over the coals for it. But when a team does it, they sit him, they embarrass him, he doesn't play. I mean, his whole point is that the teams aren't held to the same standard as the players from the standpoint of the way that they get talked about in the media, the way that they get portrayed to the general public is how they're treating the players. Did you have thoughts on that? Because, I mean, obviously it was a hot button issue.
No, I feel where he's coming from. I get his position. I don't disagree with where he's coming from and all that. But his basic argument is, why y'all get to treat me any way you want to, and I don't get to treat you any way I want to? And I can answer that question. They got the money, and you don't. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, that's life. Life ain't fair. I mean, if you work for the Rockets, right? Practice starts at noon. You James Harden, you Hakeem Olajuwon, you Moses Malone, you on and on, all the great players in team history. Practice start at noon. You get there at 12:30.
Nobody's saying anything.
You did. No, but you late.
True.
You own the Rockets. Practice started noon. You don't even come. You late? No, I own the team. I ain't late. The plane leaves at noon. We flying to LA to play the Lakers. You Hakeem Olajuwon. You roll up at 12:15. Everybody like, man, whew, Dream, you got to get here, man. We waiting here out on the tarmac for you. In the private jet, we wait. Tillman Fertitta roll up at 12:15. The plane supposed to leave at 12. At 12:15, you know what? They ain't even calling Tillman Fertitta.
Wait,
where you at? Where you at, dog? Tillman, what the plane? They don't even call. You know what they do? They go shut their ass up and wait.
They sit there and they wait. But do you think that's
because he owned the team?
I get that, but I don't know
he owned the team.
Yeah, but is it okay to have a different standard of
it? No, it
what's
is
the word I'm looking for. It's a standard of behavior and treatment, right? Like you can't sit there and say what James did wasn't okay, and what Cleveland did was.
No, it ain't about it. No, what we say about it has to be standard. We should dog James for dogging it, and we should dog Cleveland for how they treated it. So Draymond's point is valid, but that's on the individual. If I'm like, man, James a piece of crap for not doing what he's supposed to do, and I go, man, they handle it perfectly in dealing with Draymond. I mean, Drummond. Then that's on me. But it ain't about the team. As a team, I own the team. Shut your ass up and show up. That's just the way of the world. Like Barry, you do the show every day, dog me every time for coming on late. Why? Because I work for you. I'm Kunta, but then I come in here, I'm Toby. Because I work for you.
I hate you so
but
much.
You just show up a few minutes late. You don't even have a show for a couple of days this week. Are you dogging yourself? Are you?
The chat dogs, bro. I'll start the show.
You blaming other folks,
bro. If I start the show at 2:01, I get roasted by the chat. Right. Oh my god, they roast the shit out of me.
But you don't roast yourself.
No, I mean sometimes I make fun of myself. I was like, see y'all at 2, and then I put in parentheses. All right, 2:02.
It's funny with you because you own the show. Like me, I'm 32 seconds late, and it's a problem. And knowing how I'm rarely behind schedule, rarely late, I show up 32 seconds late, can't get in, you don't see me the link, I can't connect. But look here, he being all black up here today.
I'm as red as your shirt right now. You rag like why? Why do you do this to me? I don't even know why I have you on. You always make me racist.
Jerome would have been the one who didn't take the seat at the back of the bus, but he missed the bus because he was late. Rosa Parks had to sit down. She wasn't even part of the plan. Jerome late ass got Rosa in trouble. That's how you do.
I hate you. Look, Eric Resendez, thank you for the super chat, you raggedy bitch. He said he's always late every day, 2:04 regular start. Kiss my ass, Eric. Nobody asked you, Eric. Nobody asked you. Hey, did you see?
You have that power. You when you're in charge, those who in power make the rules. I mean, that's just the way it is. But from the outside, we should crush them just like we crush the individual players. But that stuff don't bother me. It ain't like they not paying Draymond. It ain't like
that's true. But that was somebody's comment. Oh, I'm sick of these spoiled millionaires complaining, and it's like, well,
he's not spoiled. He's human. We all complain about what we complain about. They're just complaining about something different, Yeah. And granted, and along those, I mean, specifically on that comment you just made. Well, when they hit you for $100,000, I don't care how much you make. You write $100,000 check. That's freaking you to hell. They like, really?
Yeah.
I don't care how much you make, especially for the guys who come from where they come from. 100,000. Like, really? You gonna hit me for 100,000 because I said, man, I want another job. I want to work for somebody else.
Yeah.
Or I'd love for this guy to play for me, and you're gonna find me for that. And because you've never seen a player complain about, what was Kobe got fined for $50,000 or something for the gay slur or something. When they've done something like that, they don't usually complain.
Mm-hmm.
They complain about being fined when they go, you gonna find me for complaining about the refereeing when the referee got me on that one. And y'all know it, but I can't say nothing. That kind of thing. Yeah,
and that is petty too. I think that's. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't agree with. But
I'm like, I can't have y'all out there complaining about the officiating because you're messing with my money. I need y'all to let people know this is all on the up and up and everything is straight. So shut up and play. I don't blame the owners for that.
Shut up and dribble, right?
What as an owner, yeah, because
but
if you just said free for all, y'all can just say whatever y'all want. Man, James Harden be holding press conferences at a strip club. You can't have that. Come on.
James ain't having
the game is over, and they're like, well, James' availability will be like in 22 minutes from now because he got to get over. He got to get to the strip club where he gonna hold his press conference.
James is gonna do his press conference at the Gold Cup.
You can't. You
now up on stage 3. Harden. What?
He like, oh, hey man, can you turn the music down, DJ? I got to answer you these questions, dog. Yeah, what you want, man? Yeah,
that would be the best press. Why not? We need this, dude. That would be the best. I would have so much more respect for James Harden if he did that. He was like, if they were like, James, what you think about tonight? I don't know, man. Oh, what's up?
But
think
about it. You would think about how much, and granted, we moved into a different era in the world. But think about how much that would be fun. It'll be great, and it wouldn't bother you at all. Like, I don't care. Just answer a question.
Yeah.
T.O. did a press conference in his driveway
doing sit-ups,
and people still act like it's like he did at a whole house or something. Like,
isn't it funny how the evolution of what we thought was back then?
It wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep.
Yeah.
It was just but that comes up more often in discussing him than any touchdown he's ever scored.
Well, that
any great plays ever made.
Those two things come up. I mean, the crying thing was.
Hey,
Alex Villanueva, thank you for the.
Man, he can't even cry.
Bro, I literally cry 5 times a week on this show. Don't even start that shit with me. You done already made me racist. Don't tell me I can't cry. Alex Villanueva, thank you for the $10 $5 Friday doubling. I hate you. Get out of here. Yo, that's Jerome Solomon. It's 3:55. I'm ending this show. Yeah, I haven't had a break. I have to pee.
I've been on here. How long I've been on? Damn, man.
I know I owe you overtime. Really? It's been an hour. I owe you overtime.
So let's see. The rate
Zero
I'm making 0 times
1.
Plus 50% of the regular
Times
time
1.5. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get the carry the 2 plus the 1. Shit, it's 0.
0 times 1.5
It's still
is
0.
0. Oh my God.
That's the oldest trick in the book, man. 0 times anything. It's times something. Why it got to be 0? Can it be the something?
Oh my God, I hate you. I love you.
0 should not be that powerful. 0, it's just a number. Oh, it ain't a number? Nah, it's just an integer.
Why are you telling everybody how much I'm paying you? Damn it. Look, Charles like, that's mad humor.
Like they didn't know. They see me now. They know. They see you.
I see you representing Walter, by the way.
You run a TV show in your garage with in the dark lights with porno on the other screen, and they think you paying me. They know.
I'm not in my garage. I'm in my office. Does it look like a garage, really?
No.
I hate you. No. Oh my God. No. You look like, where are you at?
It looked like a high-class professional studio. That's what it looked like.
It looks like James Harden would be doing them.
Wait a minute, you changed. You didn't. I don't remember the bookshelves back there.
No, it's just my office.
No,
got my alcohol up there.
Yeah, but I don't. I recognize the bookshelves with no books, but I'm saying I don't remember. I'm funny. Oh man, I'm funny.
I hate you so much.
I'm so good at this.
I love you so much. Y'all, Jerome Solomon. Jerome, how can the people follow you? Even though I definitely don't recommend it. Total jerk.
I ain't been. I'm here. I'm easy to find. At Jerome Solomon.
And watch the show. Texas Sports Nation every Sunday. Channel 2. What time?
I did give them on Channel 2 at 11 o'clock Sunday nights. Great stuff this week. This week's some hilarious stuff. I got a couple of tricks up my sleeve.
Nice.
And AT&T Sportsnet 7 o'clock on Sunday nights, and it runs almost once a day on Texas Sports Nation in depth, which is pretty cool.
And then ESPN on Sunday morning. ESPN
Sunday
Radio.
Sunday morning. I'm telling you, me, Lauren Leal, and Rachel Vanaranje, it's crazy. We all of this stuff that you and I do, I do it with better people than the women. Not saying they better than you. I'm saying if I'm gonna do something with somebody, I'd much rather do it with them. Wait, but that ain't coming out. That ain't coming out right either.
Two white girls.
That ain't even.
Okay. Hey, me too. Look, I ain't even going front. Me too. Jerome, I appreciate you, buddy. Y'all.
No. I know, because that don't sound right. I want to do it with you, Barry.
Nope, that's it.
Oh shit.
That was it.
That ain't what I meant.
You're going to do it with me? Hell, all right, y'all. That is Jerome Solomon. Jerome, I appreciate you, buddy. Every Friday, right here, Barry on Deck. You can check him out. That is the show. Wow, I needed that so bad. I don't know about y'all. That was necessary. That was necessary. And I cannot thank Jerome Solomon enough for just hanging out with me for a whole hour, talking sports, talking life, talking Texas, Texans. Good times. Yeah, Justin, we didn't get sitting on the corner doing dope. We didn't have a break. Look at it that way. Extra 5 soap minutes on the show, no break today. I have to pee so bad. Oh, it was good to be back, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for coming back to the show. Monday, Justin, I will play it for you. I got you on Monday, I promise you. We'll sit on the corner and do dope together on Monday. I owe you 8 more hours. Bro, I'm going to pee. And then I'm going to start getting shit in order around here. I love you too, Justin. Hey, thanks, Joe. Listen. Clint said rip Rush. Man, fuck Rush. Hey, be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. And I want to point out something. Somebody said you can't say fuck Rush Limbaugh and say love each other. Yes, I can. Because the message is for somebody like Rush Limbaugh. Love each other. Love all races. Love all sexes. Love all sexual orientations. And if you don't, you're an asshole. I will see y'all Monday, man. Y'all be safe. I stand by what I said when this show started. If you need anything, email me. Barry@barryondeck.com. If I can't help you, I'll try to find you somebody that can help you. Until Monday. See ya. Daddy's making a YouTube video!